Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's compile our port report. Davy likes to keep an eye on Iron Misery's activities. The business of spores. Of course, INM's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. So we take tea with the factor, we could explore, or we could take, we don't want to volunteer, so let's take tea with the factor. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle, an expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the Gant pole, where a monster swarm, about the seduction of the principles of coral, the infestation at Featherhaven. He also has a load of belugas frond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I've eaten so much of this stuff. I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know. But one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Lose 2 terror, and we got 1 supply, so thank you very much for that. Aren't there any? Oh, there are shops here. Okay. Not very cheap shops, though. Oh, thank God he got stuck on that boy, because he's going to leave us alone there. Right, so we need to strike further north. Going through this fog bank is going to be a bit of a problem for us. Oh, hi. I think that's the ghost ship. Oh, it's not, actually. Okay. Let's turn ourselves around. Why didn't you shoot us when you saw us? Initially, but we missed you. Okay. Well, we're right on your tail, so there we go. Gotcha. Okay, let's loot and scuttler. Okay, catch your curiosities. 2 supplies. Okay, not bad. Moody's light. So we pass between the lighthouse and the rocks here. Unfortunately, we're going to miss the lighthouse light pretty much all the way around, I think. It is going to catch us briefly when we're going this way, but at least because we're close to land, we're not increasing our terror. Oh, hi, crab. I bet you want to say hi to us as well, don't you? This is not going to be good. Once he spots us, he has to have spotted us by now. Okay. Oh, we're dead in the water. Shit. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So he's going to hit us. Hit us for 10, and we lost a crew. Now we need to stay in this. Oh, that's not working. Okay. We can't stay behind them. Oh, missed that time. Shit. Okay, gotcha. Thank God for that. Okay, let's go for a butcherlet. And we got unprepossessing mass and 1 supply. Okay, thank you. There's probably something horrible inside, but possibly there is not. Suitable for smoking. You can probably reserve this to eat, cake, or fling it overboard. Let's do this. We gain a terror, but we do get 1 supply. But our terror is okay right now. Our hull is not. And we need to do this again as well. Get lucky, please. Thank you. Little ships throng the waters here. The crew grow wistful. They swap old stories of Sunless Sea. We draw near to the Cuming Canal, the way to the surface. A sailor raises her head, sniffs sharply, blood on the wind. About truth and dreams. The neat, the car, sorry, the neat. The cavern that holds the Untersee, is prowled by dreams. There's a story that it was once the skull of a dead god. Perhaps that would explain it. Okay, let's listen to our dreams. A dream of spires. Mirror faceted pillars rise above you like trees in the forest, more so because each glows with a shifting green light. The sea laps at the base of the pillars. A voice from above cries out in 7 languages. You understand each one. Once was this the face of Ireland. It would be taken from us. We get a tower, but then we get the memory of distant shore. Okay, now let's go to our Gazette and officers. Oh, actually, should be there. Right. Let's head up that way. Okay. So let's speak to you. We've got 4 secrets. I think we need to increase our heart, so let's do that. Okay. An educational lesson. The doctor is methodical and scrupulous. You spend an informative afternoon and learn much. However, when you ask detailed questions on the anatomy of the eye, he grows reticent and soon ends the conversation, complaining of a headache. Won't we ask about the eye when we speak of one? That's terrible. What kind of dicks are we? Okay, let's do this. Okay, same thing. At least our hearts are up. And let's invite him for a drink. The haunted doctor has kept to himself since dinner. Perhaps some wine will help him open up. The art of poison. I let most of them slip away peacefully. A drop of laudanum still on their tongues. From that sop to my conscience, I am most ashamed of all. The wine flows. The haunted doctor talks candidly of his past, of a status that allowed him to the bedsides of many of London's most infamous, and a black medicine bag that carried the tools of both his trades, doctor and anarchist poisoner. I was a fool, he added, a child, just a boy on a crusade, drinking the rhetoric of the Calendar Council, thinking myself more than a mere poisoner. What I did not regret. Would, though, that I have seen their true hearts before giving myself so freely to perdition. He wraps his letter eye patch. The sound is hollow, sickly. It is a disappointment I well deserve. The lady taught me that much, at least. No, another time, perhaps. The hour grows late. I thank you for the company. We got 1 tale of terror, and we got 1 intriguing snippet. Okay, cool. Pop in there. We're not going to attempt to dock. We are going to gather a port report. 80% chance. Lower the lifeboat and row to one of the less slippery, less sheer cliffs. Pray you don't get caught. Enemy movements. You scale the cliff and crouch in the mud. Through a spyglass you observe the soldiers' movement. In contingent approaches the charred remains of the Cuckoo Magpie, escorting ragged islanders. A woman in feathered epaulets sits at a table within, smiling at Z-chart and scowling at the crees stamped by the leopard clan. Once inside, the islanders fall to their knees before her. Their proud faces strain as they address her. Okay, so let's head off. On to London we go. Actually, let's go over this way. Oh, what's this? The haunted doctor shrinks from a sorrow spider. How did that horrible creature get aboard the ship? Smashed this sorrow spider with a flung boot. How did that horrible creature get aboard? Call a sailor to take care of the nasty thing. Okay. A relief. The haunted doctor breathes easily. He rummages for a hidden bottle. Drinks deep. I apologize. It is not that I am a cowardly man, merely, he sighs. I was not neat born. When I ventured here, I knew nothing of claymen. I had hardly imagined I might one day share a hansom cab with a charismatic devil. I had never even heard tell of the sorrow spider, whose webs catch men's minds as easily as their bodies. Have you visited the observatory where they nest? I suspect not. His hands tremble. It was a full year I found myself there with the lady. She wrapped me in silk, and her children kept me warm. She gave me her sight, and all she asked in return was my eye. It was a dream I cannot call a nightmare, yet one I woke from with shivers and a revelation. It is in light that such sorrow breeds. Only in darkness could there be hope. In the liberation of night, I believed I saw hope for us all. I was misguided. But that story, Please, I would return to my duties. Okay, release one terror. And in this session, I'm going to do things a little bit differently than normal. I'm not going to have an outro, like at least me saying goodbye on every video. Instead, I'm going to just play until I have 5 videos worth and then cut it up. Okay, the cry goes up. Drownies in the water. The pale faces of the drowned dead bob up like lamps. They're singing. Drown out their song with the roar of the engines. Drownies are drawn to fear like pickpockets to crowds. Stoke the engines as hot and set go. It will use fuel and may damage the ship, but you'll drown out their wretched song. Okay, let's try that. We took one hull damage. We did lose the fuel. Okay, we're gonna. Your engines thunder, the drownies circle, but the poisonous sweetness of their song is almost lost in the din. At last, they tire and sink below, waving as they go. Okay, let's close that. Let's do this. Yeah, we're definitely on the unlucky side of this, aren't we? Oh, God. Finally. Okay. Now, I want to have... Let's speak to you. Speak to the exile about the name's prison. How will you breach it when you find it? Okay, let's do that. Behind her glasses, you sense somehow that she has closed her eyes. You must have mastered the map, she says softly. Entered in the house of every power, and you need to bring a burning truth to match the burning name. Where do we get a burning truth, I wonder? Okay, we need to do this again. Okay, 2 in a row, but there were a lot of misses before that though. I'm gonna call at the I'm gonna call at the lightship because I'm not sure whether we used up our recent news or not. And we could swap it then for a Z story. Okay, almost there. I was just thinking about as well, like lightships and lighthouses and stuff like that. That they're like nowadays, obviously, in the real world, a lot of them have been automated. But imagine the life of um, like on the west of Ireland, there were a lot of kind of small rocky islands where there was basically just enough room for the lighthouse, and that was about it. Because obviously that's where you need them, where um, you want ships to avoid hitting some kind of rock that they can't see on the way into a bay or a port or something. But imagine being the person who lived there on the island, and then sometimes they would only get supplies rowed out to them or brought out to them in a boat maybe once a week, or once every couple of weeks, or once a month or something like that. And it's kind of it'd be an interesting life. Now, I'm a kind of a solitary person. I don't mind my own company, but being there on your own all that time, I suppose if I had a lot of books, I could probably do it. But eventually, you need kind of human. At least, I do need some kind of human contact. Okay, we were unlucky. Of course, we were, and again unlucky. Okay, there we go. And then let's go to the lightship. Okay, we don't have our recent news, and we're not going to purchase fuel, so we're just going to make for London now. As typical of us, isn't it? Coming back with no fuel, 23 hull, terror climbing up there as well. Talk of a mutiny. They almost overshot London as well. I don't, for whatever reason, I always think that the lighthouse or the lightship is a little further south, but it's not. Ahoy, Captain. Ahoy yourself, buddy, but we're not going to be using your services today. I'd love to have a kind of a like first person or third person multiplayer of this game. I think it'd be fantastic. Something similar to it is Pulsar: The Lost Colony, which is a space faring thing, but same kind of idea. You travel around, you get missions and stuff. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna try 18% chance, probably not gonna do it. We failed. Okay, we lose all of our cash. We gained 1 menace. We lost 1 favor with the Admiralty, and we lose our firkin of red honey as well. Bad day all around there, I'd say. Okay, now we have 2 menace for nightmares. Okay, let's collect our messages. Let's see, something has changed in Neat. Someone wants to sign on. The alarm scholar has invited us to see him. Okay. So let's first of all go to our lodgings. Actually, no, let's not do that yet. We want to go to visit the Admiralty first. Let's deliver the claim in. Let's visit the Rose Market. Okay, then let's go to the Admiralty now. Give them Godfall, Rendavite, Wither, Shepherd's Isle. Okay, failed that one. Okay, Abbey Rock, Pigmoat, Mangrove College, Isle of Cats, Polythrene, Frostbound, Istable, Shelenate, Codex, the Phantom King's Hold, Cans, was that Shadow or Glory? Not sure. Wisdom, Salt Lines, River's Haven, Demo Isle. Okay, let's give him the strategic information. What's that? Indeed, indeed. I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. Okay, so let's give him this. The Admiral sits up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. Invisible eyes. He's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. 150 echoes for that. Thank you. Okay, what else do we have? Let's ask if there's anything particular he needs. This port. Speak to our agent there in return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Okay, Codex. Cool. We can do that. And I think that's it for him at the moment. Pretty sure that we've submitted all our port reports, but I should check to make sure that that is the case. Yeah, okay, all done. Good. Now, let's go to the Alarming Scholar. Little chat with the Scholar. Let me tell you. Adam's Way, the nature of the Echo Bazaar. What life bears he? The reason the islands seem to move. Why candles can't be trusted. Scholar has opinions on all of these. Some may even be true. Okay, thank you for that. Now, did we need to watch for Curio for something? I can't remember. I think we did, so we're going to hold on to that. Let's give him the intriguing snippet. Okay, gets us 50 echoes. Let's give this to him as well. This is the product of nature, not artifice. Interesting, nevertheless. I have the very shelf for it, but if you could bring me something worked, not evolved next time. So he's the wrong person to sell that to, almost certainly. Okay, Atlantis artifact. Let's go to the you, see if there's anything we can do with you. No, how about you? We still have to get the stuff for you. Labyrinth of Tigers. Okay, let's go to our lodgings next, I think. What would that actually do for us? Not sure. Let's put the ship into dry dock. $100 echoes. We'll do that. Now, what's next? Yeah, let's go to our lodgings. Spend time with the family. Living in the parlour with your child and your sweetheart, and so to bed. Okay, release 20 terror, nice. Gone. There was a woman in a purple dress. Okay. Glad she's gone for the moment. Lodgings, let's read the morning papers. Don't think there's... It could be this. But I don't want to right now. Don't want to sell any heirlooms. We don't want to retire. Okay, so let's go to shops.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.